Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Super Squad cast. Tonight, we are going to be talking about gaming. Well, just anything that we've played recently. We'll talk about some good and some bad stuff, what our favorite is, what our least favorite is, and pretty much just wing it from there. So, I'm your host, Philip, and we have with us
My name's
Dominic.
Dominic. Hey, I did start off first this time. That's usually how it goes.
Yes,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
just Hannah.
I was saying, we gonna have anyone else, or is this
Hello.
gonna be this silent treatment?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay.
Hello.
Duncan.
George.
Wait.
Hello.
George is
George!
important.
George.
Okay, sorry. So, wait. George, our special guest from a couple episodes ago, is here with us again. Hey, George, how are you?
Not bad. Just got off work about an hour ago.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, we need
Alright,
to work on
George
our
ruining
intros
the
more.
surprise.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we will. We'll get to that.
Wouldn't it be
It's-
easier for you guys to establish like the same intro every time, like the same
It's fine, George. It's
list
fine.
of people?
It's fine. We'll
Okay,
get it.
yeah.
We'll get it. It's good. It's good.
One day.
Okay.
Eventually.
Anyways, so okay. So, tonight's topic, video games. All right, we're gonna get going here. Let's go. Let's start with Dominic. What's the most recent game that you've played?
Probably Super Smash Bros. Ironically enough, considering I basically play that game every day.
Yes, indeed. I see. Okay, now, Hannah, you're next.
Are you on crack right now?
He's on all the drugs, kids.
Okay, all right, Hannah, your turn.
Okay, well, recently I've been playing, there's this one Japanese game. It was on sale. It's called Tokyo Xanadu. It's very story-based, but there's, like, action fighting in it. And right now I'm playing Monopoly, and I am whooping George because he's garbage.
She's not even beating me. Like, she's lying.
Okay, George.
Okay, Duncan.
Currently I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 2.5.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, George, our guest, what have you played recently?
Right now I'm playing Monopoly, and I just got free parking, so I am actually beating Hannah almost. Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind. I just looked at the money amount. So playing Monopoly, just not very well.
George.
Okay. I myself, a variety. I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends. George, Hannah, you should probably know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Heckin'
Oh,
love
okay.
that game.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. What? I guess let's go on to what would be your favorite game of all time? If you had to pick one out of probably the hundreds that you've played, what is the best? Dominic.
I'm gonna say this again, but Smash Bros. But that's just because I'm a big fan of it, and I've just been playing it for over the years. I've started in Brawl and just kind of followed my way through it.
Okay. Good choice. Hannah.
Danganronpa 2. I mean, there's not much you can do with it. It's just a linear story, but I don't care. It's so good. It's like watching your favorite movie over and over again. Except this movie's 24 hours long, but that's okay.
Okay. I have no idea what that is, but I'll take your word for it.
It's a visual novel. It's epic.
Yes, a visual novel.
I see.
So-
It's not a hentai dating game. Calm down.
Not a hentai dating game? Alright. Well, then I think I lost interest.
Okay.
I'm just calling BS,
Okay.
but we'll just keep going.
Okay,
All right,
Duncan.
whatever.
Duncan.
It's a hard one for me, but right now I'd say one of my favorite games of all time is Crooked Man.
The Crooked Man.
Yes,
Crooked Man.
Is that like based off of the creepy nursery rhyme?
Yes.
No, George, it's based off the hash slinging slasher.
Oh my gosh!
Also,
I
yes.
would love. I would pay like I would empty my bank account to play a hash slinging slasher game.
All that's left after those cupcakes, George.
I think there is
Yeah,
a
all
few
the-
fan games about it.
Yeah, all that's left after the cupcakes.
Yeah, those aren't legit though.
Well, actually, George, there does seem to be a game for the hash slinging slasher.
Oh,
Is it
Really?
free?
Is it free? I would assume so.
It's a fan game, and I'm assuming since it's based off of the SpongeBob licensing, they can't really charge money for it.
Yeah. No, let's not get sued now because we're talking about SpongeBob.
Yeah, guys. Because we're talking about SpongeBob trademark.
I was just explaining how the copyright rules work when it comes to that.
Yes. Yes. Okay, George, our guest, please give us some information.
As to how the game's going right now, not great. Not gonna lie, it's not going well.
You are not on topic.
Oh, favorite video game. That's tough for me. Mine's like either the original Paper Mario,
Aw, I agree.
like N64 or GameCube Paper Mario, or Resident Evil 4. Love that game.
That's
Yes.
I have to agree with you on the original Paper Mario. That game was great. And
I
used to play
know,
that.
and like, I got so excited for like when they did like Paper Mario Sticker Star, and then like it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Paper Mario Sticker Star was not good.
No. So like I didn't even try Color Splash by the time it got, time for that to come out.
Did you see that they're making a new one for the Switch, George?
Ooh, what's it called?
It's called the Origami something.
The Origami King, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Um,
According to what we've seen, it looks like it goes back to the older mechanics, but that's just what we've seen so far.
Right.
That would be great.
I played the original. I didn't play Super Paper Mario. I played the Thousand Year Door and Sticker Star. I didn't play Color Splash or Paper Jam because that one wasn't. Yeah,
Which
that
one was
wasn't-
that?
That was the one on the
Uh,
3DS, I believe.
Yeah, like
Sticker
where they
Star
had
was
like
on the 3DS too. Wait, was
yeah,
that the one that was like a crossover?
It was the crossover from, I think, the Mario and Luigi series, but
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
I remember.
Yeah, I think it was
yes.
actually called Mario and Luigi Paper Jam.
it was probably.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Well, good choices there. I like that.
Hmm.
Me, no comment, I guess, because there's quite a few that I've been playing recently that are too good to pick a favorite from.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be tied down. He just likes to play around.
Yeah.
All
No
right,
one
George.
game.
Whoa.
Okay. Thanks
Okay.
for that, George.
Oh yeah, I had to make it
Sure.
sexual.
George, why'd you have to do this to me?
It's like we all love Mortal Kombat, but like we don't want to have a committed relationship to Mortal Kombat. Like Street Fighter has its ups too.
George,
Oh my god.
George, just please stop. Please stop.
Are we including King of Fighters in this whole ring?
What?
Have you never
I
heard
haven't-
of King of Fighters?
I haven't played it.
Oh. Well, but it was basically inspired from Street Fighter 2, and it spawned off their own little fighting game franchise.
Mm.
Very nice.
Ooh.
All right. Any further comments?
Mm,
Um.
not at the moment, I say.
All right. Moving on to what is the worst game you have ever played?
That's a
Hmm.
tough
Tom.
one.
Yeah, it is a tough one. You're going to have to give me a sec, because I actually...
I haven't
Yeah,
played
Take your
it.
time.
Bad game.
If anyone wants to go first before Dom, and please say something.
I mean, Fortnite's pretty bad, but
That's what I was gonna say.
No, you're gonna get someone to come into the comments and get triggered.
Oh, you know exactly who, too.
Yeah.
just so you know, I don't necessarily hate the game. I just don't like the mechanics of building, so it's a personal preference on why I don't like it.
Listen, it was a good game back in the early stages, but it turned to garbage because they added so much stuff that wasn't necessary, and it's not fun anymore.
Well, I feel like the game just kind of fell onto the whole like battle royale train where it's like good at the start and then it's like slowly declines in terms of how good the game is. Because it's a battle royale game. Eventually it's just gonna keep going downhill from everything.
Right.
Yeah. Let's not even get started on all the Fortnite streamers.
Ninja.
I'm not seeing any movement, guys.
Guys, he streams like me. He's cheating.
Stream snipe, stream snipe. Stream snipe, stream snipe.
I hate him so much.
The F you said to me, you little S. I can't say bad words because I'll get yelled at.
Yes, you will get yelled at. Because YouTube will not like us.
Also, his mom.
Not really.
Yeah, okay.
I cannot think of a game that I hate. So.
Well, I mean, we all
Either.
kind of agreed on the one, right?
Actually, I kind of have one, but it was
Yeah.
more of like how the game was first released. But it
All right,
changed
let's
to
hear it.
actually something good. Okay, so at the beginning
Is it
of
Fallout
life,
76?
I could say that to be honest with you, but that's not one of the games I'm talking about. I legitimately could talk about that. But the launch of Star Wars Battlefront 2, that game was
Which
a
one?
literal if you seriously think I'm talking about the original, you have sinned.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the 2017 one. That one was a glorified casino when it first relaunched. You could not get any of like the upgraded cards without paying because they overcharged the in-game currency for everything, and you would earn so little. Like for example, they would charge you 10,000 per crate. Don't quote me on that. It's been 2 years, and they've taken that out. And you would only earn like 100 per match if you just played normally. So think about that. 100 per game, you would say, and you have to get 10,000 to get one crate. You would basically have to pay money in order for you to get anything in the game.
Yeah.
I hate games that do that.
Yeah.
Alright. No, it continues.
And then what they did is that they also charged the currency for heroes. Like for example, Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. You had to pay 75,000 just to play them.
So, pay to play.
Yeah, it was so bad that they literally had to take out that mechanic the next day. Like they had this release where if anyone was like an EA Play member, they could play the game early.
Well, that's the thing. It's EA. EA wants your money.
And literally, when the game finally launched, like for everyone, they took it out just so they wouldn't get more backlash. What made it worse is that they also tried to say that the reason they made it so high and everything, it was just for your own pride and accomplishment. That tweet right there was that was the most downvoted post in Reddit history. It was like 271K, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody lost all their karma.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. After some time, they completely revamped the game to where all the star cards could be unlocked through progression. They made it so all the heroes were free, and they made it so they had free... Well, this was when they first launched it, too, but they had free maps and all that. And they had at least 28 updates, I believe, before they stopped support of the game. And the game's actually really good right now.
Mm-hmm. That's what they should do with pretty much all games. Is you gotta because not everybody can afford that kind of stuff. And it's a game. I mean, I'm not wasting all my money on it. So like, why not just make it so there's at least some way to get some stuff for free?
Well, they made it so the cosmetics you would have to either A, pay for, or you could earn with in-game currency, which you earned a decent amount of in-game currency to where it didn't seem as if it was unfair for you to not get all the cosmetics. Like you probably wouldn't be able to get all the cosmetics within a reasonable time, but you could at least earn the ones that you wanted.
Yeah.
Alright, so I thought of 2 games that would just cheated.
Okay.
The first one is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on the
On the what?
NES.
Oh,
Okay.
And Sonic 06.
Yeah. All right. Well, you want to do some explaining then? Just to give us some insight.
Well, first off, Sonic 06. Well, Sonic 06. There's no way to explain that. Except for that. Every 5 steps you take is a loading. After every cutscene. For every cutscene.
Epic.
There's humans and Sonic in this universe.
Is Duncan lagging on your guys' end, or is that just me?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Here, is this better?
Yes, it's a little bit better.
yeah, it is.
Alright, this is going to be extreme. Alright. So basically, and for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, what was released on the terrible. Basically, when you're the only way to progress through the level is as Dr. Jekyll. Because, well, hold on. The only way to progress through the level is as Dr. Jekyll, and your only weapon defense kill any, and everything on the screen to kill you. And if they succeed on killing Dr. Jekyll, you turn to Mr. Hyde, and you have to do the level backward. Except this time you kill everyone. But if you the level as Jekyll, wait, no, if you beat the level as Hyde, you lose.
Interesting.
Just watch the angry video set.
I probably will.
Yeah.
Both the game.
All right. That sounds good.
Okay.
I'll watch that. Okay. Who's next?
Hannah.
Good. Hannah.
Oh, okay. What am I talking about?
Your worst game that
terrible
you
game.
played.
The worst game I've ever played. I honestly don't know.
How about you just name one that was bad? Like just it doesn't have to be the worst one, but just a bad one.
If she can't even think of one of those.
First of all, I just want a Monopoly. Okay. Okay, so I wouldn't say the game is bad. I don't think there's been a game where I've just been like, no, I'm not doing this. Well, when I bought my PSVR, so some games like they let you teleport, so that way you don't get motion sick and everything. Okay, listen, Blood and Truth on PlayStation VR. That is that is the worst game to play. I can't play it for more than 10 minutes. before I have to stop because I start gagging. You don't freaking teleport in that
No.
game. I hate it.
Can you not play VR games by moving naturally?
I have to teleport.
Wow.
But things like, I can play Beat Saber really easily because you just stand there. But like,
Yeah, it's just kind of a standstill game.
it's annoying.
Mhm.
I mean, I like the game. I just can't play it.
What do you like?
I like the game. I just can't
Ah.
play it.
Yes.
I can't wait until I get FNAF Help Wanted. I'm gonna play that game a bit.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna
Normie.
have to borrow your Oculus Quest for that.
Hey man, if I'm not using it, I can lend you it for a bit.
Good. All right, George.
Okay, so I have to say, like, the worst games. I hate sport video games. Like, I will not get on like any sort of game system and play like football or basketball.
George, you don't play
I-
sports in real life anyway.
George, you
Um,
do play.
EA.
I'm sorry,
EA
Hannah, are you
Sports.
cheerleading captain? No,
George, how many cheerleading
Ooh.
games have you played?
none. I just said I don't
Exactly.
play sport video games. I also don't do racing games.
Listen, what
But-
about Mario Kart though?
Okay, that's different. Okay, let me
Mm.
rephrase. I don't do motocross. I don't do NASCAR.
She
Or
won't do. Oh, what is it called? What's that old game on the NES? Excite Bike. You won't play Excite Bike?
probably not.
Well,
Um,
well,
But I have to say, like, if I'm picking like one game specifically that I hate, I don't know if you guys have ever played like the Batman Telltale series games.
Oh, I have.
It
Yeah.
was like a whole lot of button mashing, not good graphics, and half the time, even if you hit the wrong button, it still did whatever it had to do. So it was pretty much like watching a very crappy, CG movie.
Yeah, I feel ya.
mhm.
That being said, going back to one of my favorite games ever, Until Dawn is such
Aw.
a good game.
Yes.
That's
Aw.
like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, love that game.
played the crap out of that game.
I
Oh,
like
me
the
too.
violence.
Wow, Hannah.
I had already played it once, so I had let Jeff borrow it for a while, and it took him a while to like finally come around to playing it because he didn't think that it sounded very good. Once he actually started playing it, he like would not stop. But I noticed that he and I like first time playing through, and we did things super differently, and it was super weird. For instance, he acted in a very like uncaring manner toward like the other people there.
So he didn't care if somebody died or not.
Correct. For instance, like where you're sitting at the table, and you have to choose between like yourself or Ashley to
Spoilers,
shoot.
spoilers.
Yes, spoilers.
Sorry, spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
Um,
No, I've played the game and just wanted to warn other people.
right. He had went with her, and it did negative. It had like negative consequences, and he was like, "Oh, that's not even right." And I was like, "Maybe don't try to kill people." Like,
Sacrifice yourself for the benefit of others.
I mean,
and for the benefit of like progressing through the game.
the only person I acted negatively towards was Emily.
Oh my gosh! Yes, Emily was awful.
Hated her character.
Yeah,
I see we're all on the same page on this one.
yeah.
I didn't even
And,
play the
Yeah.
games.
I was gonna buy a VR when I got my tax return back, but because of me having less than a month before I deploy for the army, I decided not to, because like the only reason I wanted to get it was because I really wanted to play Inpatient.
Yes.
That's pretty
Okay.
much it.
Alright, well-
Because of it being like a prequel to Until Dawn, I was like, oh man, I bet it's gonna be great.
Wait,
Not
it
at all like
is?
Yeah. Well, they had Until Dawn, and then
Yeah.
they had Until Dawn: Rush of
George,
Blood,
thanks for
which was
sharing.
it was a terrible first-person shooter. And then Impatient came out I think early
Oh no,
last
George is
year.
dying.
And it is set at the sanitarium about 50 years before Until Dawn.
Huh.
Yeah. All right. That's
I think that is the end of that discussion.
Yep.
Okay, so, alright, what's next?
Oh yeah, this is speculation just for probably you and Duncan because I'm pretty sure Hannah and George doesn't play it. Who do you think the next character is going to be announced for Smash for? Who do you want?
Waluigi.
Of course you do.
Listen, if they don't put Waluigi in, I'm never buying any of their games ever again.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, yes, I really want Luigi into the game, but if we're being serious, who you think is going to be the next character? Probably, what's his... Hold on, I need to...
Can you describe him? I might be able to help you.
Dominic, have you been listening to how I've been describing things?
That's a fair point.
I would really like to see Papyrus in Smash Ultimate.
I mean, he does have the
Yeah,
relationship
okay.
because Toby has beat Sakurai in Smash a few times.
Well, yes.
I know you probably don't play the game, George, too much, but if you were to play it, who would you want it to be?
I don't know. I've actually never played any of the Smash Bros. Game.
Really?
Is there an actual storyline to that, or?
There's not the
Yeah,
only
sorta.
yes, it's not really a story, but there's a soft story to it where the characters. Well, actually, they keep changing per game or what it is because the first one was they were toys that basically came to life to battle, and then in
That would
Melee,
explain the little hand thing.
yeah, and then in Melee they were all trophies.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's a soft story, but it usually changes between each thing. But you can't really have a story when you have characters like freaking Snake and Bayonetta coming together, and then freaking Roy from Fire Emblem. Can't really have a
Subspace
story.
Emissary.
Yeah, but they only had two. They only had to deal with 2 third-party characters, so it was easy. Snake only came I believe halfway into the story, and Sonic just
Who is
came in.
Snake?
You don't know who Snake is?
Oh,
Solid Snake?
No.
No.
Solid Snake
Metal
from
Gear
Metal
Solid?
It's Showtime.
No, I haven't played Metal Gear Solid.
Really?
George,
Yeah.
he's literally dummy thick. How do you not know this guy?
Okay,
People learning the card.
Yeah, you guys asked for the wrong guest on this one. I have never been much of a gamer. That and I don't really go outside my comfort zone. Once I find one that I like, I pretty much just stick with that.
And that's why you play. That's why you play Apex with us, huh?
Yeah, it took me forever to finally do it, and then when I did, I was like, oh, I like this. I'm gonna keep doing it.
I can't remember the character's name, so I'm just going to say the Knight from Hollow Knight.
Yeah, I would never be able to guess that because I just don't know anything from Hollow Knight.
I would like to see a Shy Guy appear.
That would be cool. But the only reason I wouldn't say so is because they had it, not necessarily in the first pass, but as DLC for being an early buyer of the game. They had Piranha Plant in the game.
Oh, that's
Crash
awesome.
Bandicoot.
Actually, Crash would be a good character in my eyes.
Oh no,
This
man!
who I was thinking of.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Wait, is he Nintendo?
No, Crash is Crash Sony?
Naughty Dog.
Yeah, because he was you could buy those on the original PlayStation and whatnot.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot is owned by Activision.
Naughty Dog.
And it was sold to Sony.
Ah.
So yes.
Question is, would they allow another Sony rep? Because if you guys didn't know, Joker from Persona 5 is technically a Sony rep. So I
Well,
wonder.
probably because that
Isn't
game is on
technically
PlayStation.
also Snake?
No, Snake is a Konami one.
Hold on.
Which is kind of weird how they also had the Belmonts in, because Konami is notorious for not wanting to share their properties at all. And then freaking Dead by Daylight comes in like, hey, we got a Silent Hill chapter. And then everything just kind of flew off the table on what is all reality.
I'm still very excited for that.
It's a shame that you can't play it, Duncan.
For what?
You probably never heard of this game, George, but Dead by Daylight had a chapter of Silent Hill.
Okay, I have Dead by Daylight, but whatever.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just figured you didn't play the game because that just wouldn't be your cup of tea. My
Oh
bad.
yeah,
It's
horror
okay,
movies
George.
are like
They
my
always assume
favorite
I'm a
thing
boomer.
ever. Right. Yeah, like horror movies are my favorite thing ever. So I had already played Friday the 13th, and so with Dead by
Nice.
Daylight, when I had the option of getting that, I was like, I'm gonna get that.
Well, it's coming cross-platform, so when it finally comes cross-platform, we should play.
Yeah, definitely. But it has to happen in the next 27 days because I'm leaving.
And that might be a bit iffy.
George.
George.
No,
I know,
not
it's
George.
awful.
George,
My
George,
coworker
George,
was so
stay
sad.
here.
Yeah,
I love
my
you.
coworker was so sad to hear me go. She wanted to hit me with her car so that I could be injured bad enough that I wasn't allowed to deploy. And I was like, well,
Coworker.
Oh, maybe she just
yeah,
wanted to
I
hit
was
you.
like, that's
That
what I
can
was
be
saying. 'Cause I was like,
arranged.
man, that is like some real friendship right there. Like, let me hit you with my car so that you're not put in danger.
Hey, let me hit you with my car so you can't
No, man.
leave me.
Yeah. We'll
I'm
just
gonna break
pretend
your
that that's
leg
not
so you
like
can
the
stay in
plot
my
of Misery.
basement, George.
Okay, so Dom, I'm serious about this one because I've seen it on Reddit,
Okay.
but think,
I'm waiting.
Doomslayer and Smash.
I would actually really like that.
Mhm.
Like 100% real. If they could add Doomslayer, I would actually want them.
But I seriously doubt it because Bethesda.
I wouldn't say because
Yeah.
of the Bethesda. I just couldn't see how they could implement the Doomslayer into Smash, considering what most of his tools are.
You have Joker and Solid and Snake and Bayonetta.
Duncan, you have a guy that's literally ripping demons in half. Last time I checked, none of those characters rip demons. Actually, never mind. Bayonetta exists.
Well, see, if they put Doomslayer in Smash, then basically if you killed him, then it doesn't make sense.
But here's also the thing, though, Duncan. Do you know why I think they could get past the whole rated E for everyone thing for Smash with Joker having a literal gun?
It's a toy
Persona
gun.
5.
Yeah, because in the Persona universe, it's technically an airsoft gun.
They don't get real guns. They get those toy guns.
Yeah, yes, Dominic. But still. Snake and Bayonetta.
Well, Snake doesn't have any guns. The closest thing he has is the Nikita, and oh wow, I'm versing Bayonetta right now. And well, Bayonetta is a kind of a hard case because I don't know how exactly you could really defend it because Bayonetta clearly holds two pistols in her hands at all times.
They're
Well,
fake,
just
Dom,
give-
they're fake.
Just give the Doomslayer his super shotgun and some pistol.
Now you gotta find a way to implement every weapon from Doom Eternal.
And how many is there?
Let's find out, shall we? Keep talking, I'll look it up.
I mean, Dominic. Someone
Well-
that they could actually add because they added Hero would be Sora
Well, the
from
only
the
reason
Kingdom Hearts game.
the only reason I'd say that I highly doubt Sora is because Disney has a say in this. It's not completely Square
Yeah.
Enix, but plus we also already have a Square Enix rep, so I don't know how well that would go.
Slouch.
No, actually, the Hero is a Square Enix rep too. The Dragon Quest series is from Square Enix.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Okay, so they're saying there's like 10 weapons, but they also have a lot of like attachments and stuff you can upgrade them with.
I'd say that they should have like 2 or 3 from Doom Eternal, and they should have some references to the original Doom series, because I'm pretty sure they
Nice.
want to. I'm pretty sure they would want to have some references of that too, not just strictly Doom and Doom Eternal.
Well, yeah, but which weapons would you pick? Let's say you pick 3. What do you think would make it good?
BFG, just because that's very iconic to the series.
No,
His
wait,
shot.
Dominic.
What?
That shouldn't be part of his weapon set. That should
That
be
should
his final smash.
Well, I thought he was like including that too. Is that what you're
No,
talking about,
his
Philip?
final smash should be I mean it would be M rated, but something from Brutal Doom where they had all the glory kill finishers. But
Oh, the
they were like,
violence?
yes, they were extremely violent in that game.
Yeah.
So
What I could
he picks
see. Sorry, you go ahead, Philip.
he picks up a demon that weighs like 1,000 pounds and then like rips him in half. So it's yeah.
I highly doubt they could do that for obvious reasons, but what I imagine they could do for him is like they could like grab one of the fighters, just punches them, and then he pulls out the BFG and it's a giant laser, because it's technically not a gun; it's just a giant laser cannon.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
So
But
they could still get away with it, still being rated E for 10. They just have to play it off.
yeah. But if he punches them, he has to knock out at least half their teeth.
They can't. I mean, Joker's final smash in the Persona series, the other personas that you would face off would squirt out blood. They change it in this game to sparkles.
Well, then why don't you just do that, or just don't show any blood? No blood, because Nintendo has to have no blood.
No, that's just how the ESRB works.
I know, but then Bethesda doesn't care. They make everything really brutal.
Well, it doesn't matter to Bethesda because the game is rated M. I don't think you know how it works, Philip.
I know. Just go play Wolfenstein. You literally have to kill your dad in the second one.
Yeah.
Which second one?
New Colossus.
So the new second.
The new second one, yes. Probably like the best one. I don't know. That might not be right, but it's like my favorite one, so. Okay, so anyways, continuing. Dom.
Yes.
All right, come on. You didn't finish you didn't finish your answer. I gotta hear it.
I don't even
Okay,
remember what I was saying.
You said his final smash. All right,
Oh, yeah.
now you gotta pick some other ones.
Oh, yeah. About him just hitting the fighter and then pulling out the BFG, and it'd be a giant laser.
Yes. Got that part.
Yeah,
All right,
if we were doing the
main.
whole what Duncan was saying about where we could choose 3 weapons, I would definitely do his shotgun, because that's just very iconic to the series. Maybe the pistol for like weaker attacks. And are we including like melee weapons for the Doomslayer, or are we just including range weapons?
I guess you could do both.
If we are, then I don't know what it's called, but you know, like that thing that like pushes out of the Doomslayer's arm, that's like a giant blade.
It's like a chainsaw thing, yeah.
Not necessarily a chainsaw, but yeah, basically what he could do like punch, and then swipe with it.
Okay. Well, what about the Crucible?
I'm not sure.
Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Or say it just to make sure we're on the same page.
The Crucible is the sword in Doom Eternal.
I feel like they could do something with it.
That should be like one of his main attacks. But
Like
don't make him a sword. Don't make him a sword fighter. Just make it one of smash attack. That works.
Like his up smash, where he just slashes the sword above him.
Yes. I feel like this could. I feel like that could work.
Or they could make it so it's like his down tilt where he can use it as a poking tool.
Yes. And then, it wouldn't be like, well, what was the character that they recently added that everyone was like really mad about?
Byleth.
Yes. Her one attack is like really slow. But, then if you had Doomguy or the Slayer, it would have to be really quick.
Well, you have to also counter it because it can't be really quick and powerful at the same time.
Well, obviously you've never seen him swing a sword like at the speed of light, but it's still going to be quicker because he has more strength.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it can't be anything overly busted because then you have people saying it needs nerfed and da-da-da-da-da.
Well, just play as him to counteract him.
I don't think you're understanding philosophies from Smash full of.
Well, yeah, well, whatever, and I guess it also would be a little hard to do, because, you have your characters who are light, but they're really fast, and then you're heavy and then really slow. See,
And then
now,
you have Bowser who breaks that whole stick.
yeah, and then, even the Slayer would do that because he's really heavy, but he runs very, very fast.
I wouldn't say he would be super heavyweight. I definitely say he would be on the heavier side, though.
Well, yeah.
Like, he would probably have, 105 weight, I'd say. Maybe 110.
All right, well, can you explain that for me?
Basically how it is that weight is dependent on character and all that, and weight is basically how far are you gonna launch. Say for example, Cloud, he has dead 100 weight, so he's gonna launch like a small distance compared to somebody like Pichu, who if you got him at 30%, he's just dying because his weight's like 62.
Okay. And then heavyweights don't launch as easily, obviously.
Yeah, but they're typically more slower, except like the few exceptions like Bowser, Charizard.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your go-to Mortal Kombat character?
It
Also depends on the series, because you have to remember that sometimes they exclude characters, and sometimes they add characters for like a one-off time.
Assuming it's a situation such as like Armageddon, where they had like every playable character.
Brock.
I'm just saying this because I played Mortal Kombat 11 and he's my favorite Joker, but if we're going off of like just Mortal Kombat characters, probably Sub-Zero.
For me, it's Reptile.
RoboCop versus Terminator.
Where's Hannah gone? She's just been MIA this whole time.
Yeah,
No, I'm
Hannah,
right here.
give some input on a Smash character, and then also talk about your Mortal Kombat character too. I forgot we were on that topic.
She probably would want a character from a rhythm game, like frickin' rhythm.
Hatsune Miku.
You gotta match
what's-
up the.
All
You gotta
right.
match
What's
up the
that
spots to
sushi
do
game?
damage.
Yeah. What's that sushi game, Hannah?
Tycho.
Yeah, the sushi game. Where you hit the sushi?
Hello?
It's good. It's good.
Oh.
Isn't it? Wait, didn't your favorite teacher say it was like Guitar Hero?
Yes, Guitar Hero, man. Next fire.
We don't talk about that person.
Oh,
Especially
yes,
George. George, if you say anything, I will hurt you.
For obvious reasons, we're not gonna ask.
Yeah. Don't even say the name in case somebody sues us. So.
I will get hunted down. Anyway.
Hey,
Sorry, I was eating.
so,
I have no idea what teacher we're talking about.
Okay, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Because George is gonna say that one thing that he likes to say. Anyway.
Oh, okay. I got it.
What was the question?
I don't know. Something about exercise.
You guys hear me now?
Yes.
This always does this. This always does this.
not say that. Why do you have to do this every time, George? George, you deserve to get beaten Monopoly. You deserved it.
So yesterday a customer swore at one of my cashiers, and the cashier informed me that I couldn't swear back at him, so I told him I hope he steps on a ledge at the top of a staircase.
Wait, George, I thought you quit.
Okay.
I did quit. They called me and asked me to come back because I'm a customer favorite. Anyway, back to video games.
I'm not sure what
Okay.
else to talk about.
Let me
I
try to
mean, it
reconnect
might surprise
my
you
internet real
guys
quick.
to hear, but I've never actually played Mortal Kombat.
Really?
Oh my gosh, that is surprising. I thought like everybody on the planet has.
You know, despite how much I like violence, I've never played it.
Yes, violence.
I have not played 11 yet. I've been holding off on it because like I never went through story mode on X, so I don't want to get lost. So I'm like wanting to finish like the story mode, and then
I
I'll
don't
play
know
11.
I don't know if it ties in with X.
I would hope so.
Mortal Kombat has a story mode?
Yeah,
I
from
thought-
the before times, you know, when we didn't have online play.
I thought we just beat each other up and that's it.
So I've been having Mortal Kombat X collecting dust. Well, I could have been playing story mode.
Yes, Duncan.
Yep.
In fact, Mortal Kombat 11 actually had a DLC about a DLC for story.
Aftermath.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they had a freaking RoboCop, man. Greatest thing you ever see.
Shaggy.
Mm.
Dude, remember
yeah,
remember
that's
when
probably
the,
better.
remember when that whole joke around that people were actually thinking that Shaggy could get into Mortal Kombat? That was great.
Yeah, and then the creators were like, nope. And then people got mad and they were like, oh, but we really want it. And it's like, here we are, 9 months later, and nobody really cares.
Well, it's because the whole meme kind of died down. Say we want though, Shaggy
Yeah.
did go into Mortal Kombat. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then I feel like people
Technically,
would
he did
demand
make
like
it into
other
a
people.
fighting.
Say again, Duncan.
Since the creators of Mortal Kombat didn't add them, the people who made that, like, I don't remember what the game was called, added him so people would come over to their game and play it.
I don't know what that is, Duncan.
Of course.
It's like the game where all of the animes cross over and you get to fight each other.
Shojin Jump Force?
Yeah, that's probably it.
I highly doubt they would add Shaggy into that game.
Shaggy's
No.
in there.
No, I'm pretty sure
Can't
they added
relate.
Shaggy
Don't
to
watch
it.
anime.
I'm 1,000% sure they didn't. Because the game is strictly
He's from my
he's
Favorite
strictly
anime.
it's strictly anime games, Duncan. Or animes. I
So
highly doubt
does
that they could.
has anybody else here never actually watched anime? Because like, same.
Only you, George. Only you.
Yeah, only
Just me?
you, George.
Uh,
Speaking of which, we had our anime episode last time.
Yes.
So watch that. Jump Force, that's...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't add him, Duncan.
No, it was a mod.
Oh, okay. That makes much more sense.
Yeah.
And they freaking modded Shaggy into Smash Bros. Where he was like a Captain Falcon mod.
they have Captain Falcon.
In
Yeah.
Smash Bros?
You know what? I'm thinking of the wrong person. Never mind.
What are you thinking?
Okay.
Don't
Don't question it.
Look, I was thinking of Blue Falcon from the Hanna-Barbera universe.
Oh
It's
my
fine.
god, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Alright, so, rhythm games?
Nope.
I knew that was gonna come up.
Okay, well, the one rhythm game that more people play than just, like, people like me, Crypt of the
Well, it's like-
Necrodancer, you know,
Crypt of
that's
the
pretty
Necrodancer
fire.
is good.
I thought you were gonna be like Guitar Hero.
I've never heard of this game.
Either but the Guitar Hero.
So I played
Is
through
it-
Crypt of the Necrodancer, and I played through oh my god, why can't I even remember what it is? It's the Zelda one. Whatever the
Crypt
name
of the
was.
Necrodancer.
Oh wait, that game.
Cadence of Hyrule. Cadence of Hyrule.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. Now I know the game.
I just played through the whole thing. It's a lot easier than the first one.
Because it's Zelda. It's supposed to be easy. I'm kidding,
Like,
I'm
it's a
kidding.
lot less Crypt of the Necrodancer. It's a lot more Zelda, which is odd.
Yeah.
Oh no. There's 2 different story modes, and I beat both of them within... I think the first one took like 5 hours, the second one took like 4. It's pretty... it's pretty good. It's pretty
Nice.
decent. There's a lot more characters in the first one, though. Like, they all have different abilities and everything.
Well, I mean, you're playing a Zelda game.
Yeah, okay, well... Listen, you gotta look at it from both sides.
Alright.
That was the end of the thought. That's it.
Oh. Alright, well, thanks for that, then.
I mean, I can talk more about rhythm games if you want, if you guys want to listen to me. But that's probably
we're
a big
good.
no.
Nah, I'm good.
No, you can
Yeah,
go
that's
ahead
what
if you
we're-
want. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so there's the classic rhythm games, Osu, because that's free. Everyone has access to it.
Is that why I see
they got
half
the
the people
different.
playing it?
Yes. There are different modes on Osu. There's regular Osu, where you follow the balls and you follow them along the track, basically. There's Osu Mania, which is my favorite, and it's like 4 keys. It's like kind of looks like Guitar Hero. There's
Trash.
Taiko, which Philip likes to call the sushi game because he's
I also call it that.
stupid.
It's a sushi game.
Okay. Okay. There's also Fruit Catch, which I don't understand. You just move the character around the bottom of the screen and catch the fruit. I don't know why it's a thing. I don't know if there are people who legit play that competitively, but
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
I mean, people
they
play Farming Simulator competitively. You can make
That's
anything
a
competitively,
little too much, man.
but it's true.
I know, but
You guys don't?
yeah.
Duncan,
No,
I play
not really.
Smash Bros for a living competitively. Do you think I play Farming Simulator?
yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you play Farming
No, don't play
Simulator?
Farming
doesn't?
Simulator.
Well, obviously you should play Farming Simulator.
I
Because
don't have money
Let's see
for
what
it.
other rhythm games are. There's Parappa the Rapper. That's a
Oh,
classic.
yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually remember playing that a long time ago.
The burger song from the second game is my jam. I rock out to that too hard.
Can you play it on your flute or your recorder or whatever?
No. No, because you called it a freaking flute or a recorder or whatever.
called.
It's a clarinet, thank you.
Oh,
okay, well,
snap.
Well, can you play it on the clarinet, please?
Can you play it on my clarinet?
That's gonna take too long to pull up. There.
Alright.
Alright, well then just play
Just
the
Dance.
Beastars theme again.
I'm not playing the freaking Beastars theme again, okay?
Play Megalovania.
Come on, Duncan just finished Beastars.
No.
Let him hear it.
Nah.
Do the
Yeah,
Banjo
and you
Kazooie theme.
completely every single
I don't even know what that
episode
sounds
skip the
like.
opening.
What was that, Duncan?
Yeah, in every single episode you skip the opening.
Did?
There's
How dare you
some
skip opening?
I did
shows
not.
you just don't skip the opening on.
I know, but I wanted to get to the show because, you know.
I'm disappointed.
Shut up, Dominic. You never even watched it.
Alright, y'all want to hear me play something? Just give me a second. Let me pull it up here. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I think you'll figure it out pretty quickly.
Oh boy.
Is it Megalovania?
Megalovania,
Maybe.
Megalovania.
It could
Hope
be.
and
Who
dreams.
knows?
I have a feeling I know what it is, but I'm not gonna say it for obvious reasons.
Don't trust.
I was gonna guess Super Mario Bros. Theme song.
Yeah, y'all can keep guessing.
It's that one song
Alright.
we always listen to that I can't say because there's a little swear word in its name.
Fingers?
Yeah.
I'm not playing
Oh, no.
fingers.
I really thought it was gonna be that.
Can you play Fingers?
That's it. I'm not playing fingers. I actually do have it saved.
But it's Undertale.
I
You play it.
could play it, but nah. I'm only gonna play this one song.
Hopes and Footloose.
I'm drawing a blank slate.
Are you seriously
Ah.
drawing a blank?
Is that
Yes.
song that Squidward does?
Yep, that explains it. I am very uncultured when it comes to SpongeBob references.
What?
I can't tell if you guys are being serious.
Duncan, when am
I
I
can't
ever...
tell either.
Duncan, when am I ever not serious?
You know the rules, and so do I.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you better know the rules.
We're no
What rules?
strangers to love. You know the rules, and so
Oh
do
my god.
Did you really not get that?
No!
What?
Never going to give you
George,
up.
George,
Took
it's
me
the
a hot
Rickroll.
Alright, hold on. Hold up 1 second here. Let me find it. Every podcast episode is gonna have a portion of me doing this.
Yeah, that's what makes it the podcast.
Alright, sing it with me, guys.
I have no idea what any of this is.
You wouldn't get it, George.
Oh,
Alright, so we getting back to the video game topic.
Yeah. What other? What?
That kind of was on topic.
Yeah, I mean, we did talk about What did we talk about?
We gotta talk about getting
I get.
Speaking of rhythm games, one rhythm game I have not tried, but I want to.
Please stop.
I want to play the Persona rhythm games because those
Re-
games have pretty good music.
So you mean Persona Dancing Starlight?
Yes. Aren't there a couple
Which-
of them?
There's 2, 3, and 4.
All of them.
So it looks like there's more than what you thought.
of them.
guys.
What?
Sorry to have to do this, but I gotta go. My cheerleading coach is calling.
Okay,
right,
okay.
George.
Well, I think we're near the end of the episode anyways, so well, thank you for
Alright,
joining us, George.
Everybody
thank you,
say
George.
bye to George.
Bye.
George.
Bye, George.
Ooh, what are you
Bye,
guys doing
George.
next week?
We don't.
Next week we don't know, but we'll figure out our topic.
Okay, I vote like comic books or superhero theme.
We probably do that.
I can't do that.
That's fine. I couldn't do rhythm games, but yeah, it's fine. All right, later, guys.
Yeah,
Mhm.
neither could anyone but me.
Alright, real quick before we end the episode, we gotta talk about the one game. We must talk
Alright.
about Undertale.
Undertale, the meme game.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
The game that
Okay.
George has probably never played or ever will.
No, if we get George to play Undertale, that would be great. Because he would finally understand fingers.
I don't think you have to play Undertale to understand it.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
just
better
what
if
it
you
is.
do.
It's just that.
It is what it is.
Are
Yeah.
you guys ready to end the episode?
I think so. We'll definitely have like a second episode about this at some point because there's so much to cover on this topic. But we'll definitely plan some stuff next time instead of just winging it because that works sometimes and then sometimes it doesn't. So we'll figure it out. But thank you
Well, hold
all
on.
so much for huh?
Hold on. We discuss isn't
What?
here. Should we discuss why isn't here?
That's up to you guys. I kind of don't want to.
I don't think we should have him this couple about still the entire
Okay, I guess I would give that to Hannah because Hannah's the best at explaining what he does being stupid,
What?
and because
You
that's
I
know,
ain't
what
telling the
I'm
whole
about.
story.
No,
Just-
let's just end this and discuss it after we're not recording.
Yes.
Okay,
I mean,
Yeah.
sure,
okay,
someone
yeah,
isn't
let's,
here. That's all it's.
yeah, let's just yeah, let's wait on that. Okay, so
Yeah.
thank you everybody so much for watching. This was video games for this week, and I'm Philip. And I'll see you in the next one. You guys want to say goodbye?
See ya, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe.